Almost everyone today has used AI. It writes emails, summarizes documents, drafts presentations, answers questions. And yet, if you ask a simple question, what exactly is AI? Most people pause, not because they aren't smart, but because the conversation around AI is rushed, mixed, and overloaded. So let's slow it down. No hype, no coding, no jargon, just what AI actually is and why it feels both powerful and confusing. Long before modern software, researchers asked a simple question: can machines think? One of the earliest thinkers to shape this discussion was Alan Turing, a British mathematician. Turing didn't claim machines could think like humans. He asked something more practical. If a machine's responses are indistinguishable from a human's, should we treat it as intelligent? Early attempts tried to hard-code intelligence using rules. Human intelligence follows rules, so if we write enough rules, machines should be able to reason like humans. If this happens, do that. If condition A, then outcome B. This led to what's called symbolic AI. This worked in very limited situations. But real life didn't follow clean rules. Language was messy, context changed, exceptions were everywhere. These early systems failed repeatedly, leading to long periods of disappointment known as AI winters, where optimism collapsed and funding dried up. What changed then was not ambition, but approach. Instead of asking machines to follow rules, researchers began asking a different question. What if machines could learn from examples, the way humans do? Humans don't learn by memorizing definitions. We learn by exposure. We don't learn what a chair is by reading a definition. We learn by seeing many chairs. Gradually, patterns form. This shift in thinking led to neural networks. A neural network is not a brain, but it works on a similar principle. As it sees more data, it adjusts itself, gradually becoming better at recognizing patterns. Learning doesn't come from rules alone. It comes from exposure, adjustment, and feedback. They don't know what something means. It simply gets better at recognizing patterns. For a long time, this idea existed mostly on paper, limited by technology. Then three things happened together. 1. Enormous amounts of data. 2. Powerful computing hardware. And 3. Better training techniques. Suddenly, machines could learn patterns at a level that felt surprisingly human. This is the foundation of modern AI. Now let's connect this to what most people encounter today. Tools that write text, summarize reports, answer questions in fluent language. These systems don't understand language. What they do extremely well is recognize how language usually flows. These are built on large language models. Before explaining what they do, it's important to explain why they feel impressive. Language is central to human thinking. If something can speak fluently, we instinctively attribute understanding to it. So when AI produces clear, confident language, it feels intelligent. But here is the key idea. These systems are not thinking about meaning. They're extremely good at recognizing patterns in language. They have seen vast amounts of text, and they learn what combinations of words usually follow others. At a deeper level, this becomes a form of prediction. Given everything written so far, what usually comes next? This is why AI is very good at drafting, summarizing, rephrasing, and brainstorming. But it also struggles with truth, judgment, and responsibility. They generate what sounds right, not what is necessarily right. Understanding this clears up a lot of confusion. Now let's talk about why AI feels both helpful and exhausting. Why does AI make work faster, but not easier? Writing an email takes less time, so more emails get written. Analysis becomes quicker, so expectations increase. Responses are instant, so delay becomes unacceptable. Productivity gains are absorbed by organizations as more output, tighter timelines, and more measurement, not as reduced workload. This pattern is not new. Email was supposed to reduce meetings. It didn't. Spreadsheets were supposed to reduce analysis time. They increased reporting. AI is following the same pattern, just faster. This is why many professionals feel conflicted. AI helps them work, but it doesn't necessarily give them time back. This also explains why AI changes jobs before it replaces them. Most jobs are not one activity. They are bundles of tasks. Some tasks are predictable, others require judgment. AI enters where prediction is cheap. That reshapes expectations, performance metrics, and workload even if no jobs disappear. This is why AI feels disruptive without being catastrophic. You may hear terms like AGI, artificial general intelligence, or superintelligence. AGI refers to a hypothetical system that can perform any intellectual task a human can. We do not have this yet. Today's AI systems are narrow. They are excellent at specific tasks, but they don't form goals, don't understand context broadly, and don't take responsibility. Some researchers believe AGI is possible. Others argue intelligence requires embodiment, emotion, and social interaction. There is no consensus. What matters for daily life is this: most real impact today comes from narrow AI, not speculative future systems. So where does that leave us? AI is not magic. It is pattern recognition at scale prediction applied to cognitive tasks. That makes it extremely good at supporting work, but not at deciding outcomes. It accelerates tasks, but doesn't replace judgment. AI works best when problems are clearly defined, errors are acceptable, and humans remain accountable. It works poorly when context shifts rapidly, consequences are serious, and judgment is required. Many disappointments around AI come from confusing these boundaries, not from the technology itself. Artificial intelligence is not a single thing. It is a family of systems that learn patterns from data. Neural networks made learning possible without explicit rules. Large language models made interaction feel natural. AI feels powerful because prediction sits at the heart of modern work. But AI does not choose goals. It does not carry responsibility. And it does not determine outcomes. People and institutions do. AI doesn't decide the future on its own. It amplifies how systems already work, for better or worse. Once you understand that, you stop reacting to AI and start using it deliberately. In the next videos, we'll go deeper into where these ideas came from, what AI is genuinely good at, and where its limits really are. If you found something interesting today, please like, share and subscribe.